The future of transit. How automation is reshaping the role of city bus drivers. Picture this. A city bus gliding smoothly through downtown traffic. Passengers boarding and departing seamlessly. Routes optimized in real time. But here's what's different. There's no driver behind the wheel. This isn't science fiction. It's the future of public transit that's rapidly approaching. And it's creating both opportunities and uncertainties for the 546,000 bus drivers currently working across America. The transit industry is standing at a crossroads. Autonomous vehicle technology, once confined to research labs and tech company campuses, is now being tested on actual city streets. From pilot programs in Las Vegas to experimental routes in Columbus, Ohio, self-driving buses are moving from concept to reality. Major transit agencies are watching closely, knowing that the technology that could revolutionize urban mobility may also fundamentally transform the workforce that has powered public transportation for generations. Let's be clear about what we're facing. According to the U.S. Department of Transportation's Automated Vehicles Comprehensive Plan, the federal government is actively facilitating what they call a new era of transportation innovation. They're partnering with industry, academia, and local governments to support the safe development and integration of automated vehicle technologies. This isn't a distant possibility. It's happening now, with substantial government backing and industry investment. But here's what the statistics tell us about the current workforce. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that employment for bus drivers will grow only 1% from 2024 to 2034, which is slower than the average for all occupations. The median wage for transit bus drivers is about $57,440 per year. These are jobs that have provided stable, middle-class incomes for hundreds of thousands of Americans, many without requiring a college degree. So what does automation really mean for these workers? The answer is more nuanced than simple job elimination. Yes, fully autonomous buses could theoretically operate without human drivers, but the transition won't happen overnight. And it won't necessarily mean that every driver loses their job. Here's why. First, the technology still faces significant hurdles. Autonomous vehicles excel in controlled environments and predictable conditions, but city buses operate in some of the most complex driving scenarios imaginable. Navigating unpredictable pedestrians, construction zones, emergency vehicles, and countless edge cases that challenge even the most sophisticated AI systems. Weather conditions, from heavy snow to intense rain, continue to pose challenges for sensor systems. And that's before we even consider the critical human elements of the job. You see, bus drivers do far more than just drive. They're the first line of customer service, helping elderly passengers board safely, assisting people with disabilities, answering questions about routes and connections, and managing passenger conflicts. They're trained in emergency procedures and first aid. In many communities, especially in rural areas and underserved neighborhoods, bus drivers are familiar faces who know their regular riders by name and watch out for their well-being. These human connections and judgment calls aren't easily replicated by algorithms. This is why many experts predict a hybrid future rather than complete automation. Transit agencies are exploring what they call supervised autonomy, where technology handles routine driving tasks while human operators remain on board to manage passenger interactions, respond to emergencies, and take control when needed. Think of it like the evolution from elevator operators to attendants. The role changes, but human oversight remains valuable. The key question is, how do we manage this transition fairly? Several pathways are emerging. First, retraining and reskilling programs. Transit agencies forward-thinking enough to plan ahead are developing programs to help drivers transition into new roles. As vehicle monitors, fleet technicians, customer service specialists, or transit operations coordinators. The skills drivers already have, including their deep knowledge of routes, passenger needs, and local communities, remain incredibly valuable even as technology changes. Second, attrition and gradual transition. With about 81,800 job openings expected annually due to retirements and career changes, there's a natural opportunity for a gradual workforce evolution. Rather than mass layoffs, agencies could slow hiring while investing in technology, allowing the workforce to shrink naturally while protecting current employees. Third, union negotiations and worker protections. Transit workers are among the most unionized sectors in America, and labor organizations are already negotiating provisions to protect drivers during technological